We understand that healthy eating and exercising are the best remedies towards shedding some extra pounds. But what to do when confronted with some stubborn areas around your body? Fat deposits that no matter what you do, never seem to melt away. To find out an answer to this question, we're going to meet with Dr. Nada Zaknoun here in Wareham to learn about a faster, non-surgical procedure that will guarantee you your best body sculpt in just minutes.
It's a non-surgical lipolysis basically, so basically destroying the fat cells. It's efficient, it's scientifically proven by ultrasound studies.
So tell us about Trusculpt, what it is.
So Trusculpt is the latest technology in body contouring. So it's radio frequency basically. What it's doing, it's heating up the tissue at a very comfortable temperature, and by doing that, it's transmitting that heat to the subcutaneous tissue and destroying some of the fat cells. So this particular machine, the Trusculpt ID, is the only FDA approved device for that purpose. And there are other, I think, machines on the market, but this stands apart because of the technology. It's really brand new technology, and the ease and the comfort that you see with this machine is very particular to it. So basically what's happening is that these hand pieces here are attached to the skin, and we apply a decal, which is basically a sticky paper that attach it to the skin, and then it goes in sequence. And what's happening is the heat is transmitted from the skin to the subcutaneous tissue where the fat is, and this is where your target is. Mm-hmm. The fat is getting to be 3 to 4 degrees Celsius hotter than the skin. So it's very comfortable. So it feels like a hot stone massage.
What's the span of the treatment?
So what we do is it's very individual. So when you see a patient, you have to really determine the areas of concern. So it's lower abdomen, upper abdomen, flanks, but the abdomen is the most commonly, a treated area because, particularly in women after childbirth or any age, the abdomen is very difficult to really sculpt. So we can go up from, 2 pieces to 6 pieces. It depends, but most people want to treat several areas at a time, so you can do an abdomen, you can do flanks in the same setting. So that takes 15 minutes only.
So who is the ideal candidate for Truscott?
Anybody basically. So there's really no BMI. The BMI is the body mass index. There's really no limit on it. But obviously if a person is very heavy, there is some reduction, but they're probably not going to see it, and they're not probably going to notice a big difference. But it's for a person who's, have a little bit of pockets of fat here and there, a person who's, exercises and they're still not happy with, having flanks or having, a little bit of pouches in the abdomen. This is the ideal candidate.
Trusculpt isn't to be mistaken for or associated with other surgical treatments.
It is.
Where that when you do it, you expected some weight loss throughout maybe your lifetime, while this is a one-time procedure in conjunction with eating well and exercising.
That's true, but the other thing is that nothing is really permanent, but once those fat cells are gone, they do not come back. So it is kind of, because you have a certain amount of fat cells in your body as an adult. So after you do the treatment, like we said, you have the 24% reduction. So those fat cells that are gone do not return. If a patient gains weight, that's a different situation. But for somebody who's maintaining their weight, that's an ideal situation for them.
What are some of the side effects? Are there any?
There are practically none. There's just mild redness in the area where you put the applicators. It goes away in about a half an hour to an hour. And because with this technology, we don't use high temperatures, the highest we go is like 43.5 to 44 degrees Celsius, which is about 111 Fahrenheit, I think. And there are some times when people feel a little bit nodularity, like little pebbles, but those go away. But there really no pain and no adverse effects.
At the moment, Dr. Zaknoun is hosting free consultations to anyone who is interested in learning about Trusculpt ID and what it can do for them. Reporting from Wareham, I am Queen Banda of WCTV.